Hello and welcome to another episode of The Recruitment Doctor with me, Dan Hoff Rodriguez. Today we are going to talk about counter offers. Now, I'm recording this in May 2021. We are about 14 months out since our first lockdown last year for COVID, and the tech market in particular, the one we work in, is really picking up steam. I don't think it's really slowed down, as I've always said, but I'm sure there's other markets that are doing so as well as we look to return to some form of normality. Now, I want to talk to you about counter-offers because inevitably, as the market picks up, you as candidates will have multiple offers. You will be looking at multiple job applications, multiple interviews. And so you get an offer and you are inclined to go and accept this offer. You must consider very carefully whether it really solves your problems, whether the opportunity offers you everything you need in order for you to accept it before you resign from your current employer. It's hard enough looking to negotiate salary increases with your current employers, let alone looking to hand in your notice. So we've all been there at some point. It's hard and it's awkward. From an employer's point of view, it's also irritating because not only are they going to potentially lose a really good member of staff, but the costs of being able to replace you are going to be potentially high, and also the time lost when it comes to doing that, especially when we're talking about markets such as DevOps, cybersecurity, software development. Inevitably, they will do everything potentially to keep you. They may offer you large sums of money to keep you. They may give you promises, increased benefits, a new job title. But inherently, what you need to be thinking about is if you were looking to move a job in the first place, what were those reasons to leave? And if they haven't been solved now, what makes you think that they are going to be solved if you decide to accept a counteroffer? With me being a devil's advocate, it might be easier for them to throw in a couple of thousands of pounds to keep you on your salary over a course of a year than have to spend a lot more money in hiring a recruitment agency potentially to replace you. And again, as I mentioned before, the time that it would cost to replace you, especially if they're not able to do so within that 4-week notice period, if that is what you are on. In our experience, within 6 months, people that do accept counteroffers are back on the marketplace because nothing has obviously changed. This can happen because employers have found a replacement for you potentially in a longer period of time than those 4-week notice periods, or the problems, as I said, that you sought to leave in the first place had just not disappeared, and your motivation or your hunger, your drive to be in that job, waking up in that Monday morning just isn't there as it perhaps once was when you first joined. If you choose to accept this new offer and hand in your notice, you need to stay strong because there will be potential emotional and psychological pressure applied sometimes when people want you to stay. So number one, you have now made it clear to your employer that you are not happy, and they will be questioning your commitment from that day that you accept that counteroffer. Number two, when a promotion comes up, will you be number one in line to obtain that promotion against other potential people in the team? They are going to be looking at loyalty, people that are there for the long haul. And having looked at leaving, that loyalty is questioned. Number three, how will it affect the dynamics in your team if other colleagues in your team have found out that you have looked to seek a move away from the business and have accepted a higher offer to remain there when they are still on the same salary and are seen as committed and loyal? Number four, is this a blow to your personal pride, accepting an offer to be kept there with nothing changing. Reason 5. Accepting the counteroffer sometimes hasn't even changed the reasons you were seeking to move in the first place. Did you really know that those problems that you were going through or the issues you had to first seek to move changed in the first place? Reason 6. Where did the money come from for you, for your counteroffer, an increased salary? Will you get another pay rise again? And if so, when? Reason 7. Statistically, it is proven that 90% of people that accept counteroffers are back on the market within 6 months. That's not a long time. Reason 8. What company are you actually working for that you have to threaten to leave a business in order for them to give you a salary or a pay rise or promises? Surely retention is as important to attracting new talent. So what sort of business are you working for that is having to throw counteroffers and more money at you in order for you to stay, rather than looking at your well-being and your commitment throughout your tenure at that organization? Reason 9. Why didn't they just pay you that before? If you were doing great work and you are looking at helping their projects move along, why didn't they just give you a pay increase before? That at the point that you had to leave or threaten to leave, that they're now giving you that money. And lastly, reason 10, always go back to the root of the problem. Don't get to this point now where you're looking at accepting counteroffers with all these other reasons beforehand, when actually you should have maybe considered the solution in the first place by speaking to your manager. So when it comes to accepting a counteroffer, make sure you go through the flattery, check out all those reasons beforehand. Don't get at this point before you need to accept a counteroffer or not. Make sure that before you look at moving jobs, you go and think about the reasons that you're looking to leave in the first place. And if you need to do that, check our video out on that below in the comments. So, are there any other reasons for not accepting a counteroffer? Do you disagree with me? We'd love to get your thoughts. Put your comments below, hit subscribe. We're out of here. Take care.